Hey, you guys, something just came to me that I want to share that I think Spirit wants to make sure you guys understand. I mean, it's something that I don't frequently think about either, so hence the reminder. But we all know that the twin flame journey is about unconditional love and, having that unconditional love for your twin, even learning how to extend it to others, even though I do think it's harder to extend it to others because with your twin, that connection is unbreakable. And even like if you get mad or upset with them, like you can't stay mad because the love is so great that that anger or frustration or whatever it is just melts away almost immediately, depending on the circumstances. But with other people, that connection is not there to melt the anger or negative emotions away. So it is harder to hold it for other people. I do believe though that part of the purpose of the journey is teaching you that and to work on embodying that unconditional love for everyone, not just your twin flame. It starts with your twin flame. It raises your frequencies to higher vibration of divine love. And as you heal and as you go over the course of this journey, you can extend that to others more. So the realization that I had just now, or reminder, is that love heals. Love is the ultimate healer. And the I guess I want to say the divine love frequency is a healing frequency. So for anyone and anything, like for all their traumas, actually no, let me go back. You remember how the other day I talked about how warfare affects people in their behavior and how they act, because black magic and entities can cause them to act, to have bad behavior, to treat you badly, or to do things that they wouldn't normally do. And of course, those things are lowering their vibration and making them be in like really low negative energies, which is why they act that way. And then also traumas cause people to act in ways that can be hurtful to others, because a good majority of divine masculines have avoidant attachment disorder, which causes them to run from the connection because of their trauma wounds from abandonment and neglect and a variety of traumas and things that have happened to them when they were growing up. Almost always, primarily. I mean, there can be other factors too, from past lives, from other relationships, especially with toxic karmic partners. I mean, that causes its own variety of traumas that they have to heal from too. The spiritual warfare's journey. The spiritual warfare journeys cause trauma as well. Like it's like going to war, different type of war, but you still get PTSD from it. So all of these things cause the traumas and things that can create bad behaviors because people are like innately, like unconsciously and innately trying to protect themselves. Like their ego centers, their minds are trying to protect them from more pain and from more hurt that has been caused to them. When they have abandonment traumas, they will react in ways to protect themselves from more pain, from more abandonment. And that's one of the reasons why they run, because it's difficult for them to trust the love, to trust that you're going to stay, to trust that you're not going to hurt them. And it's a combination of them running to protect their own hearts, as well as running to protect their own hearts, but like there's different angles to it. And they don't even consciously understand this. Like, I'm trying to think so I can remember exactly, but like one is, that fear of abandonment, just like straight up simple. Another is like they don't feel good enough for you, so they are afraid that one day you'll realize that, and that's when you'll abandon them, so therefore it's better to not get involved in the first place. And it can get complex, and the purpose of this isn't to explain that, so I'm not going to continue to try to remember the different angles. But my main point is that these behaviors that are what ends up hurting you are really stemming from traumas and whatever wounds that they have incurred over their lifetime and even lifetimes. And the path to healing those is through love, through the unconditional love. And that is why Spirit is always emphasizing, just straight up unconditional love. And I know that there's a lot of people who struggle with that because of the 3D conditioning, because we're taught, not to accept certain behaviors. But in that thought process of not accepting certain behaviors, what you're doing is you're not understanding where they're even coming from, why those behaviors are happening and existing. When you can understand why someone is behaving the way they are, it's much easier to hold compassion and empathy for them. And when you can hold compassion and empathy for them, and you can extend unconditional love and understanding and acceptance and forgiveness, that is what heals them and helps them release those traumas. So the reminder is simply to don't only think about the unconditional love as if that's just what you're supposed to do. That's just how you're supposed to feel about your twin flame, and that's just how you're supposed to treat them, and that's just how it's supposed to feel. It's not as simple as that. It's also because through the unconditional love is how they heal and how anyone heals. And that's why you're meant to extend it to others as well, because extending them that unconditional love helps anyone heal. Spirit was teaching me earlier this year, I think it was springtime, was giving me dreams talking about even healing entities through love. And I have seen this before. I think it's a complex thing to wrap your head around and accept, because entities and demons are attacking you. And, obviously you're going to fight back. You're not going to just accept it. And you're not going to love them in return. But that's the 4D, that's the 3D and the 4D perspective. The 5D perspective is that they are serving a purpose on your soul journey. They have a contract to do this for a reason. It's doing something specific, teaching you something. You are healing and releasing some type of karmic cycle through this spiritual warfare journey and process. And you're releasing spiritual blocks, and there's just a greater reason and purpose to it all. Even spiritual warfare is part of our soul contracts and is orchestrated aspects of our journeys, which is very hard for a lot of people to understand and accept, because you're under attack and it's difficult to go through and it's difficult to handle. But the 5D perspective is that it's happening for a reason. And so when you look at it from that perspective, they're following their own contract and what they're supposed to do. And when you work through the process, they will be released. So yeah, sending them love is difficult. You could think of it as sending them love because you're accepting the lessons that they're giving you. I had a client who was being attacked by 100 demons, and when she would send them love, they would be like stunned and not know what to do and back off. I had dreams about healing serial killers by showing them love and compassion, and it made them want to stop hurting others. It made them want to stop hurting people. And so I find it very interesting that Spirit was emphasizing that. But anyway, the point is that it's through love that others can heal, and that you heal yourself as well. So just keep that in mind, that this is not just about unconditional love because that you just have that understanding that that's what it's supposed to be about, and that's what you're supposed to learn. It's also because this is how you heal others, this is how you heal yourself, this is how you heal the world. This is how we raise the vibration of the planet, by showing unconditional love to everyone and understanding where everyone is coming from and helping them heal, and then they can act better as well, and then the world becomes a better place. So there's your reminder of the day.